Hey there! So there's a little difference between a custom surfer and a pro surfer in the game. With the custom surfer, you can pretty much create any character you want. When you get on the tour, you get to buy a bunch of products and services to level yourself up. Then if you go pro, well, your stats are already pretty awesome. So you'll still need to buy services such as flights, accommodation, or medical, but as pro, it means you get free boards, wetsuits, and other stuff. So there you have it. So now it's all down to you. Manly, Australia.
Paddling is a big part of surfing. You've got to get a feel for how to catch a wave. When you're paddling, you need to avoid the white water at all costs. Otherwise, you're going to get smashed. So, you want to catch a wave clear of the white water. Try to paddle and stand to catch this oncoming wave. The white water can wipe you out when you're paddling, so you need to be aware and keep your wits about you when you're out in the ocean. So, as you approach the white water, time your duck dive by holding in the relevant button. Then, if you hold your button in, you'll dive down deeper and for a lot longer. You can generate speed from the power corner of the wave by holding in your shoulder button to S-turn up and down the wave. You know, we call this motion pumping. Your speed won't last forever, so you've got to keep holding in your shoulder button if you want to maintain your momentum. You'll know when your pump is on because you'll see a small blue triangle appear in the right-hand corner right next to your score. You will also hear a sound and you'll see your speedometer text turn blue. But one of the really cool things about surfing fast is that when you're pumping, you can then also unlock different maneuvers. But more on that later. Try to enable a pump and get your speed up to complete this challenge. Wave manoeuvres are allocated a range of points according to how fast you perform a trick. So, the faster you pump and perform a trick, then the higher the score. So for example, performing a fast re-entry will score higher than a slower re-entry. But the other really cool thing about surfing flat out is that pumping also opens up a whole bunch of new tricks on the wave. So that means a lot more scoring options, and this is all unlocked just by surfing fast. On top of more tricks, surfing fast also means that you can hold that rail in a carve or a slide for a lot longer. So the buttons on your control pad are pressure sensitive, which is super sick. Riding the tube is one of the toughest things to do well in surfing. Stalling to slow down or pumping to speed up are both critical to getting into and out of the barrel. The wave's physics can suck you up the wave face, so you've got to continually correct your position by pointing the nose of the board down while you are in the barrel. So in other words, you've got to stay as close to the bottom of the wave as you can. Pump as hard as you can, and then when you do, hold in the button on the controller and release it at the lip of the wave. We call the top of the wave the lip. The faster you pump, the higher you get. But remember, the timing at the lip of the wave is also very critical. Time to have a go. Let's aim for the lip of the wave to get air, and then hold in the shoulder buttons on the controller to pull off a grab. you've got to pump in order to combo. This means that speed equals tricks and you can chain your moves together by pumping. To get higher scores, you can link air tricks together with tricks performed on the wave. You can't pull off high-scoring tricks or combo moves without speed. After you pump, you have a short amount of time in order to continue a combo, and you can check that out in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. If you switch pump back on, you can keep a combo going. Occasionally, we're going to need to partner up with a PWC, a personal watercraft. Super fast tides or really big waves mean that just catching a wave can sometimes be tricky. Paddle hard to the back of the jet ski where the circle area is. Grab onto the sled and then drive between the floating buoys. Paddle hard to the back of the jet ski where the circle area is. Grab onto the sled and nice one. On the tour you'll see a bunch of priority buoys, and what you've got to do there is drive over to the buoy so you earn your priority if you're using a PWC. Finally, you can also tow in if you want to in the big wave events or FreeSurf. Just toggle between towing in or sitting on the PWC, whatever suits you best. Sick, you're all done, so let's get going and rip it up.
Manly, Australia. Hey, if you've never surfed before, just remember, Manly is what we call a beach break. Beach breaks are generally sand-bottom beaches featuring waves that can break in either direction. So when you're looking at the screen, it simply means that the waves can break in either direction. That is, to the left of the screen or to the right of the screen. Use your stick or pad to paddle forward. Press the button to stand up and ride the wave away from the whitewater. You've got to surf the wave in the direction that it's breaking. Don't head back into the whitewater or else you'll wipe out. Got it? Awesome!
Hey, I'm just behind you. Come on, let's get going. Hang on! We're nearly there. Are you ready to go? Just over here! Not far now! Just hold on! And we'll be there soon!